Well, hello there, this is Mad Dog Wolfus coming back to you from my little platform on my museum world, which I'm going to start building up as a creative sort of thing currently. This will be a showcasing world of all my previous builds that I've ever done since buying the game when it first came out. Saw so much potential back in the day of this game, and my creative fluids have just been going everywhere, which is quite impressive for me. Because before I started playing this, I never really had any creativeness at all. I wasn't very creative. I used to use other people's mods and stuff like that and just use them willy-nilly. Now I'm building my own stuff quite well, as you saw with the Sky Dancer in Season 1. Got a comment on the launch video, and the person said that it was a very good build. I'm kind of on a bit of a high from that one. Right, let's get on with this and show you what I have done in previous builds. There will be a showcase of our server world builds that I made. I had to port them over using the SE toolbox so that I could actually get the actual things working at the same time. Nightmare to get. I spent the entire day yesterday trying to get that lot just ported over with the correct mods into this world. That was a nightmare. Right, let's do this. First one. Put a little bit of mood lighting around it, even though the sun's typically down there. Of course it is. Right, on to my previous world, Altenaeus 2. Still need to find the Altenaeus 1. I know it's out there somewhere. Oh dear. Okay, maybe not that one. Altenaeus 3 then. I will show you the Altenaeus 2 at some point. There might be something on there that I'm missing. Anytime soon. Bearing in mind this ship is an incomplete ship. Sorry about the burst of sound there. It's because it's using the modular engines. And this was before its retrofit, when I did build it up quite a bit. Do you think she's got a big enough power pack on the back? I think so. She was going to be my cargo ship on the server we were running. So if I run in here, let's have a look around. She's defensive weapons. 2 defensive turrets currently. They're the compact ones, I do believe, if I remember rightly. 4 hydrogen thrusters on the rear. A whole slew of Sage thrusters. I was going to try and make the Sage thrusters so that they actually pointed forward to the back in a small presser of a rotor, but that did not work out. I could not get forward momentum or reverse momentum, just couldn't get anything. I must have been doing something wrong, so what I had to do was put 2 in. It was in the outboard wings here. If I just get back into this cockpit, when I did retrofit it, I put consoles down the front, stepped it up slightly, put a console set to my left with a whole load of the configurable LCDs in here to tell me displays and show me what else I had in here. This took me around about a week to 2 weeks to build with my my welding ship. Bit noise, I'll turn the volume down a bit there. Because seeing as I'm in creative mode and showing off these ships now, everything's starting to work. Got it through. What got in there? Nothing. It's the way I remember setting this one up. I had a small med bay for whenever, if my main med bay was powered down, I'd have this ship parked outside and I could actually log back into this one. Right. There used to be a special door here from, I think, the Star Wars collab. Decorations and stuff. It was a Death Star door, which I've got to replace and I've got to really finish off this shit. Modular reactors. With all their... Well, I do believe the upgrades are in their right position, hopefully. If they're not, I hope somebody tells me they're not. I don't think any of these dials actually move. Oh well. I think I've got enough oxygen. Do you think I've got enough? These are compact conveyor sorters. Not sorters, compact conveyors. They actually do the job that I wanted them to do, and they were so compact, it looked really cool that I put them on top and then worked with the Prosmium armoured conveyors, which I absolutely adore. They're one of my favourite ones. I'm always using them to build up my my site, my ships and everything. There's another one I had to set up here. And there's the underneath of my turrets, which are actually piped up and everything. As you can see. They do actually work. They're all completely piped up. Go back here. Back here, you've got two. Well, no, hang on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 azimuth hydrogen tanks connected onto. If we fly back around here, 4 hydrogen thrusters. This one you see here is the modular thrusters. Ion thrusters. I think I made that quite a nice design set on the back there. The wings took me a little while to do because I was going to have, as I said, the rotatable engines, the thrusters, so that they rotated forward and back. Didn't exactly work to plan, so I had to figure out a wing design. I think that went really well though. We've got in here a tiered jump drive. That's a Mark IV version. Everything is piped up this side. That leaves the other side free for anything I want to put in there. I was thinking about leaving this area an open area. I've got at least 3 batteries there from the Azimuth mod pack. And pretty much this was an old save game before I updated it. Well, I didn't update it, one of my friends updated it. So we didn't exactly get the updated system. In here I did have, as I said, with a whole slew of consoles, the configurable LCDs, I did retrofit it so that it was an oxygen rich environment. On this pillar here I did have walls either side of that and a couple of doors. What I also did was I put one of these flight seats on a piston and had it so that it goes and pushes outward. Like, have you ever seen Event Horizon? The command chair for that. What I wanted was a command chair that actually moved outward and spun around at the same time. And I built it and it actually worked. It was a little bit jumpy at the time because I was using pistons, of course. But it was quite a unique system. As you can see, there's a bit of a rollback and I need to finish this off. You've got underneath here that little amount of downward thrust. As I said, it was a build in progress and I never really got a chance to finish building it. I'll put that there. Right. Now that changed apparently. Oh, maybe not. Right, so if I delete that, I've got that in my blueprints, that's good. Alright, next ship. The Bumblebee. This was my kind of little attempt to make a little, how would I put it? A little bike. That's what this one was. I'll put this off about there. This was kind of like an attempt to build up a little bike using the Sanshin hover bike mod. Oh, hello. I couldn't get the weapons fully to work. Although they're working there. This little thing was just a little run around. I've always wanted to build a hover bike and I really didn't know how to build it. And basically it just came out as is. It runs fine. And it's basically using the entire Sanshin hover bike mod pack with the AI remote control core there. I always use that. I think that's awesome. Oh, my inertial dampeners were off. Because from where I had parked it, it basically they were all off. So all my ships might do a little bit of flying around like that. This one was on the server that we had. All in all, nice little bike, pretty simplistic, and it done the job. Until I get my museum set up, I'm just gonna paste them in and then I'll be showing them around. Defense drone, right. Dog 1. This, oh, I'll have to find out what's actually on the dog one. Right, dog 2.5. I would show you the dog 2, but it's kind of slightly, might be a little bit wrong. I'll have to figure out what is actually in that. Let's go and check to see if the inertial dampeners. They are now. Right, this was my lovely little run around. This was nice, compact, using the DK thrusters. Nice little power pack on the rear. I did like the way I built it. The protection for the landing gears as well. Using the armor ramp mod. I thought it was nice. I've hidden away the upper thrusters so you can't actually see them. Yet you can see the downward thrusters. If I go up there, it's got nice speed and manoeuvrability. I didn't want too much reverse thrust on the forward thrust so that they go back slowly, but they give me a little bit of slowdown point. So you have to figure out when you got to slow down. I thought that was really, really nice on that one. If I go spectator and end up in the planet. Right. If we go and have a look around. All of this was survival ready. Oh, hello. I can now see myself. Look at that. She's running on about, I think it's 8 small azimuth reactors. With a whole slew of everything. I use the azimuth small antenna inside of it. I always use that on top of the AI remote AI drone core. Couple of at least one oxygen generator from the azimuth mod and the oxygen tanks, 2 of, and a small container set for when I go hunting. It looks like I'm missing a block there, but I can't be sure. Oh well, if I am, I am. That was more for cargo capacity. I'm using the CoCats containers on this one. But I think this little ship really, really came through, to be honest. It always done me proud. Let's give it a little flight. Whee! Very, very flight worthy. Very, very well handled and balanced there. I think she's a very, very nice looking ship. If only I had weapons, but I don't. Oh well. That one came out really, really well, that one did. That one was built on the server as well. I was trying to go for a similar design to one of my other ships. I shall hopefully be able to display. I'm not going to guarantee a thing. Right, let's delete that one for now. Let's go back into there. Let's turn that off. Don't need to see the UI for that one. wonder if my drill drone I'll be able to do. Hey, my little drill drone. This little thing I built for a tutorial world. I was trying to teach a few of my friends how to build drone vehicles, and basically this is what I came up with, my drone system. Let's see, drill drone, remote. Right. Hey, it's still got the cameras and everything. Oh, looks like I don't have any lights on this thing though. Let's go. Well, that just turns more on. As you can see, nice little drill. Done the job. Come out of it. Nice little thing actually. It really did actually do the job. I'm quite surprised it spawned in. I must have had all the right mods for it. I've got to figure out what's up with the original dog. Built with the azimuth thrusters, with the DK thrusters as well. Cameras on all sides. A small little reactor power pack. Couple of containers from the Cocat mod, azimuth drills, and a big vanilla drill in the middle. I gotta admit, this lasted for a while. I was the only one that could really properly use it. The others tried using it and they found it very, very difficult to remote it. They did get it in the end, but it took them a long time. And basically, let's delete that one. I will be doing another video of the ones that I have not been able to get in here. Don't really want to do them. I've already showcased them. Right. This was my unique baby for mining. Right, if I bring this up here a bit. Now this thing. Welcome to the ship I so quaintly called the Mega Miner. This is the Mega Miner. This took me about a week to build. Defense capable, ready to fight if needs be, and made a really big chunk. It's got collectors all the way around the side, azimuth drills. I mean, I think there's, I can't remember how many drills are on this thing now, but as you can see, it is a huge amount of drills. There's one thing I always used to love doing, is building it up so that the drills actually cover the entire ship and make a big enough hole. This thing's got so many different setups, it's unbelievable. I've got cargo containers on the outside with miniature cargo containers from the Cocat containers mod. This basically, it can haul a ton. Actually, more than a ton. It can haul an insane amount. I actually was able to mine through an asteroid and still fill it up. When I built this all survival ready, it has oxygen, tanks, generators, AI cores, multiple storage bays, all piped up with a whole slew of reactors, and the whole thing still works. If I pop into the cockpit, it has the Lael cockpit in here with working displays. As you can see, if I close that and I turn them on, I thought it would be cool to have a rear looking, let's just see if that timer's on. It's working. It's definitely working. If I go back into spectator mode, I put a whole load of lights because you know how dark it really gets in those tunnels when you're mining through an asteroid. I thought it would be nice that when I go into spectator mode to actually have some light, because what I do is I go at around about 1 to 2 meters a second, turn off the inertial dampeners and just let it flow through the actual asteroid as I went along. Because I did set defences up on it just in case when we turn the enemies back on, because we did have them off for a while, that it would actually defend itself when it came out the other side if need be, if any enemies bloody come around. Damn annoying things. But I thought this was a really, really nice build when I made it. There's no lights on the front. I didn't see the point in putting lights on the front at all. Actually, this would be a good time to find out how many drills I got. 181 drills. How about that? I was thinking about trying to make that forward section rotate at the time, but I thought, nah. There's no really much point me trying to do it. Trying to get it all piped up is a nightmare in itself. If I go in here, I use the compact Ravenbolt compact conveyor system for this. I think that looks quite nice. And when it dumps it, when you have a whole slew of collectors underneath, dumps them out at a really nice rate, so you empty out the cargo bay really quickly. But this build really went well, and it's one of my complete ships this is, and I will not be changing this ever. Alright, if I open up my cockpit and jump out, and this was all small builds, these were, so as you know on my previous one where I'm trying to build up an actual large ship, it's not going too well. I will have to import just a few mods, not too many. Armor ramps, possibly Azimuth Mega Mod Pack, Small Ship Mega Mod Pack, and possibly a couple more to try and make it another one which actually looks a lot better. Hopefully it will. Right. Here we have my little ship called the Mini Miner. This one was just going to be a little mining ship for surface mining. The Mega Miner was the one where I was going to go deep into asteroids and mine the crap out of it. She wasn't built for speed. This one wasn't. It was, as you can see, this was built with the original cockpit. I thought for a utility little ship, I don't see the point in having anything stupidly over fast. As you can see, I've done the ejector style, so it just drops it out of the bottom into collectors. There are a couple of unfinished blocks there. This was the model that I almost finished. In the completed model, it actually had landing gears, 2 landing gears just in front of the ejectors. Sort of like how can I put it? Like a crane landing system. So you know how the cranes land on their 2 feet and just sit there perched forward slightly? It was actually looking like that. As you can see, mostly azimuth built with CodeCat containers again, with the Brasimian conveyor system. Does the job. I think I did put some more forward thrust on there so that when I reversed, I had a little bit more power. As you can see, the forward speed is a little bit more powerful. But it did the job. I'm using the Sanshin Hoverbike batteries currently for this one. Not too many, simplistic, does the job. Oh, and they're the twin drills. They do the job. They did the job, I should say. I may import them. I may actually have them as a hologram. I don't know yet. Scout Unlock 2. Let's see if I can put that in there. Ah, no, okay. Let's go to 0, 1. Let's go down to... I wonder if I bring my welding drone in there. No, not yet. Here we go. Weldy. I wonder if that'll... No. Weldy 5.0, right. Right, here was the welding ship from the server that I was using. And this thing was awesome. It helped me build up the Altenaeus 3. It got me to that point of actually building my ship. Alright, yes, it detached 3 times from the base we were on. Well, at least once it detached the main hull I was building. But as you can see, simplistic really again. The reactors are from the modular reactors with modular energy, I should say, which had batteries built into it as well. Auxiliary connectors, which I think are awesome. 3 landing skid style. I wanted it simplistic at the front where the 2 twin welders are, which are now apparently being redeveloped. Only just told me that only the other day. I was quite surprised when I read it, the other week, sorry I should say, that the twin welders are actually being redeveloped. I hope that they don't nerf them too much, because I do like that. Remote control block as normal. It done the job. Cameras on most of the sides. I never really had one on the bottom. That's pretty much that one. I always called my welding drones Weldy. Is there any others I can get in there? I wanted to show you the Scout Mark II, but looks like I'm not going to be able to. And the Altenaeus 2. That was a nice ship. What is it I'm actually missing for the Dog 1? What is it I'm actually missing from it? Ah yeah, now I see what it is I'm missing. I had a couple of modified rocket launchers on the front here. One of the mods I had for it I must not have set up. But this was all pretty much a vanilla build when I made it. Those are Azimuth snub-nosed Gatling guns for the rear. Got to cover your arse somehow. That should... Oh, looks like a... I think that was just the missiles that you see in there. That's not... Oh, the actual dampeners. Lights. 1 light on the top. I think this ship looked really good when I first built it. It's fairly quick on reverse. That will be because of that large thruster underneath. As you can see, I'm really good at small builds. It's the large builds I'm having problems with. And whee! Bloody hell. See that? That was awesome. I'm hoping I don't bash anything. Oop. She was quick. That's one thing so far I haven't done is shown you the speed at what they go at. Oop. Not very good at slowing down on the upper approach vectors. But that's what I want to do, is I want to build some large ships so that I can actually set them on each other. And hopefully do some space battles. I hope so anyway. And that will be the Dog 1, my original ship. Minus the missile launchers on the front. But I don't think you really worry about that too much. I built that in creative, which I was actually quite proud with rear end power pack. I don't know why, but I seem to like pyramid ships. That's got to be just as good as the Drognard Dromiad that I built a little while back. But yeah, that's that basically. And that will be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed seeing some of my previous builds. I will do another one for the ones I couldn't get in. Got to figure out what mods they need for them now. Bugger. I think it might be the mech cockpit for the Altenaeus too. I've got to figure out what mods there are for those. I could have swore they were all standard like they were on this. But hey, you win some, you lose some. That's pretty much some of my old builds. I will be trying to get some of my old imported builds over to this world. Means adding in a whole slew more mods, but hey, it happens. That's it for this episode, or this spotlight showcase really of some of my old builds I made. Hopefully you like it. Any hints, tips or comments you want to leave, please add them into the section down below, and I'll see you out there next time. Don't die. Bye bye.